Hey everybody, welcome back to the Thinking Crypto channel. Guys, I've got huge news to share with you. There's record-breaking inflows into XRP from institutional investors. Also, with the lawsuit situation, the court is allowing more XRP holders to listen into the hearing. The number has been expanded significantly. I'll talk about the implications of that. In addition, Grayscale CEO is expecting a Bitcoin ETF soon. Very bullish news. And Signature Bank and Silvergate Bank are heating up in their competition for crypto-backed loans. I'll talk about why that's so important, and Kraken Exchange has a major investment. We're going to break it all down. Before we do, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. It helps support the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. Guys, of course, earlier today, I uploaded my interview with Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse. Be sure to check out that interview. You don't want to miss it. I'll put a link in the description. Watch the whole thing so you can hear his thoughts on the different topics, because we know of the greatest lawsuit of the crypto industry's lifetime so far has been this one against Ripple and the implications that's going to have for the rest of the crypto market. Now, friendly reminder, I have a free weekly newsletter, all crypto insights and knowledge, no spam. Link in the description. Please sign up. The crypto market, as we've been talking about, nothing happening right now. That's okay. We have to be patient. You know, the market follows Bitcoin's move, and we see here Bitcoin is continuing to dip and dip and dip. But as we saw in previous corrections and dips, it will consolidate, it'll build support levels, and then we'll have a breakout upwards to new higher highs. Just look at this pattern here, and you'll see it's repeating from the one from February. You'll see here the big drop, and then we worked our way back up to new highs. Same thing, big drop, we'll work our way up back to new highs. So be patient. Now, institutional XRP inflows surge as assets under management nearly doubles. Institutional investors have rallied around XRP and other altcoins in this past week, with nearly $33 million being injected in XRP investment products. Yes, because XRP has been looking very bullish. You know, Ripple is looking very strong in this lawsuit because the SEC has many loopholes in their respective lawsuit. We saw they broke some federal rules. All kinds of nonsense happening on the SEC side. So things are looking very bullish. And even so, with this lawsuit, Ripple has signed multiple clients overseas to use ODL, which leverages XRP. In my interview, Brad and I talk about that. So according to CoinShares Digital Asset Fund Flows weekly report, roughly 33 million flowed into XRP products this week, pushing the sector's asset under management up to $83 million. The report describes the week as the most bullish for institutional crypto products since early March, with $233 million injected in institutional funds. Altcoins saw renewed market action overall, with $65 million allocated to Ether products, while Binance Coin funds took $3 million. Bitcoin Cash saw $4 million. Polkadot received $5 million, and Tezos attracted $7 million worth of inflows. Roughly $6 million was invested into multi-asset products. Guys, the investment is heating up, and to see it come in from the whales, the institutional investors, it's very bullish. And obviously XRP is getting a big chunk of that. And I like that because I think they see the opportunity. They see the explosion that could come here, that despite the hits Ripple and XRP have taken with the lawsuit, the delisting on exchanges for XRP, it's still performing, I mean, ridiculous, right? Obviously, it hasn't broken its old all-time high of $3.80, but we're going towards that. I think everybody sees the charts, technical analysis. We see the factors of going on with the lawsuit and so on and so forth. So things are looking very bullish. And of course, as I've stated for years, Ripple, the XRP is my number one holding. I've shared my portfolio with you guys. Those of you who are channel members have direct access to my Google Sheet breakdown. So I think folks are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel here, despite the situation. Now, speaking of the lawsuit, attorney James Fillon, if I'm saying his last name correct, tweeted the following: XRP community, you are making a huge impact on the SEC versus Ripple case. You are being heard. The court increased public accommodation from 500 to 4,000 people and provided an international call-in number. but please follow the court's rules. Don't be like the SEC. Guys, this is big. And I think the court as a neutral party, and Brad Garlinghouse and I talked about this, is really exposing the SEC and the things they did. They were supposed to protect investors, and they did not. They hurt investors. You were holding XRP, you got hurt, you lost a lot of value, and it disrupted a lot of business that Ripple is trying to do, obviously, with folks in the United States. Now, overseas, no problem. But, this is great because this puts pressure. This puts pressure on the courts here to not give the SEC any leeway because they're a government or federal agency. It gives them the kind of the pressure and the visibility to do the right thing here, cut no corners, and do the right things by the investors and Ripple. So I like this. I like this a lot, and it further puts pressure on Gary Gensler to come into the chairman seat and bring resolution to this and save some face here for the SEC. So great news if you're an XRP holder. Now, moving ahead, Muchael Sonnenshein, I'm trying to get an interview with him, but he's a very busy man. CEO of Grayscale predicts a Bitcoin ETF will come to the US market, and I think this will happen soon. Why? As we talked about it on this channel, Goldman Sachs is here. And if Goldman Sachs is throwing their hat in the ring for a Bitcoin ETF, I think we're going to get one approved. Why? The money, the power, the influence. If you understand how the US economy works and how Wall Street influences politics and campaign donations, and you, like I said before, you look at guys like Hank Paulson and many others from Goldman Sachs and Wall Street, they go work for the government. They pay politicians to speak at their conferences, ridiculous amount of money. And I think we're going to see that Bitcoin ETF soon. Once again, more pressure, right? And we'll see what move Gary Gensler makes because the SEC is the one that has to give the approval. So very interesting update here. And I don't think Grayscale CEO would just say that. Especially they threw their hat in the ring to convert their GBTC, their Bitcoin Trust, into a Bitcoin ETF. Now, speaking of politics and government, Mayor Scott Conger, who is mayor of the city of Jackson, Tennessee, look what he just did. He just put the laser eyes on his profile, and he said, "What does the future of cryptocurrency look like for a city of Jackson, Tennessee?" He said, "We're exploring payroll conversions for our employees. Even more exciting, we're seriously exploring mining Bitcoin to add it to our balance sheet." And then he did hashtag Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum. Guys, as we've been talking about, Bitcoin isn't going anywhere. It doesn't matter what your feelings and emotions are. Put your thinking cap on. And Bitcoin is the entryway, the doorway to the entire crypto market, right? It's the name, the brand name everybody recognizes. It's being used as digital gold. It is not great for payments. Let's be clear about that, right? It's not for your everyday purchases. It is the same use case as gold, a store of value, a hedge. And these different states are now going to be encouraging mining and crypto friendliness, and they're going to give tax breaks. We saw the mayor of Miami do this. I interviewed the mayor of Miami, I think a couple of months ago. If you haven't seen that, be sure to check it out. He's looking to do the same, putting Bitcoin on these cities' treasury reserve or balance sheet, guys. This is big. You have government officials pro-crypto. The more we get of this, guys, where do you think we're headed, right? Because government officials have a different influence, a different perspective on things. And if people see they are endorsing Bitcoin and crypto, oh my gosh, floodgates are going to open. And you and I are situated because we're early adopters to make ridiculous returns as this asset class and this tech revolution grows. So I hope you understand why this is so important. I could care less for Mayor Scott Conger. I don't even know the guy, right? And I don't know anything about Jackson, Tennessee. But I know right now they're looking to adopt crypto. And you remember what we talked about, game theory. You got one guy who does it, and one mayor, one senator, whatever. You're going to see others follow suit. No one wants to get left behind, guys. So I'm excited. Check this out. Turkey, when they said, oh, we're going to ban Bitcoin and crypto and so forth, look what happened. Google searches in Turkey surged for Bitcoin. They cannot stop it. You cannot ban it. These people are getting ridiculous. And as we've talked about, they will become disrupted and they could end up like the blockbusters of the world. If you don't innovate and adopt, you will die. you will die. And I think eventually they're going to capitulate. They're just going to put up their hard stance. We see India try to do that as well. Some of these countries that are really trying to manipulate their people, try to maintain their power that they have over the inflation of the currency and so on and so forth. And people are waking up and opting out. So Turkey, good luck. We'll probably, let's give them like a few months and we'll probably see a complete 180 here. Now, the competition is heating up in the crypto market. That's a great sign. They're all trying to get a larger slice of the pie, putting their stake in the ground because they know what's coming. So Signature Bank goes head to head with Silvergate in Bitcoin-backed lending. Signature CEO said on an earnings call Wednesday that the bank wants it to be a no-loss business. So the bank joins its rival Silvergate, which has been offering Bitcoin-backed loans since June of last year, and crypto lending startups like Genesis, BlockFi, and Unchained Capital. The move shows an appetite for crypto collateralized loans from banks that have more stable funding sources, FDIC-insured deposits, and tougher underwriting standards than these startups. This is huge. You have traditional banks going to jump into this lending situation. I currently use BlockFi. I know many of you do as well, to earn interest on your crypto that you're holding. And if you have major banks that are going to offer this service, guys, this is so huge. We're building out the full ecosystem of the crypto market. And I hope you understand what is taking place here and how significant this is. Don't be surprised when we see Bank of America or JP Morgan, all these guys start offering crypto lending and saying, hey, deposit your cryptocurrency funds into this account, we'll pay you this respective yield and blah, blah, blah. Or you want a loan against your cryptocurrency. Man, guys, this crypto market is going to be so huge. We just see it seeping in, taking over the traditional financial world, stock markets, banks, credit card companies, payment companies. It's amazing to watch this happen. Now, a big part of a growing market is investments, acquisitions, mergers, and so forth. RIT Capital Partners acquires stake in the U.S. crypto exchange Kraken. Want to know why? Kraken is planning to go do an IPO. It's planning to go public next year. And with they probably saw the amount of money folks made on the Coinbase IPO. So this is going to be huge. And you're going to see more crypto exchanges start to ramp up and look to get investment. So huge news. Once again, all of these things are going to come to ahead where it's just going to drive more adoption, more mainstream integration, and people just jumping into the crypto market. Now, you guys know I hold Tezos in my portfolio. I stake Tezos. I earn my rewards. Well, some big updates here. Gaming giant Ubisoft to become a corporate baker on Tezos network. Popular French video game publisher Ubisoft is set to become a validator node on the Tezos ecosystem. Guys, this is legit, right? You're getting real world adoption, and I'm bullish. That's why I have some Tezos in my portfolio. I don't have a lot, but I have a good amount that as the price continues and the entire market grows, and when we think about going beyond speculation, because look, every market has speculative bubbles. We saw in the .com boom. But who are the Amazons and the eBays and the Googles and the Facebooks coming out of that speculative bubble, right? Which have lasting potential. And I do see Tezos as one of them. And I know there are many other folks building on the Tezos blockchain. So in a statement issued Tuesday, Ubisoft announced its partnership with Tezos-backed Nomadic Labs that will see the latter creating a validator node on the Tezos network. And of course, Ubisoft has created games such as Assassin's Creed, Prince of Persia, and the Tom Clancy series. So great adoption news. This is what you want to see as a crypto investor. You want to see real world application, real world adoption. People who are like, hey, we get it. Okay, we're going to invest. We're going to build on your blockchain. This is what the future is going to look like beyond just the price, right? Price will be something that exists all the time and will follow market cycles. But what will be the adoption? Because it can't just be speculation forever. There has to be utility. And I know some people are going to come out and say, oh, but dude, Bitcoin has no utility. Bitcoin has a use case of store of value. If you don't understand that, you don't understand monetary policy, you don't understand the history of money and gold, go study it and you understand that use case for Bitcoin. Once again, it's not payments, store of value, hedge against what is happening from a macroeconomic standpoint of inflation. And once you understand the history of money and the dynamic of those things, you'll get why companies are adding Bitcoin to their balance sheet. And of course, there are many different crypto projects. I look, Doge is at number 6. That shouldn't be the case. It is what it is. I'm not touching Doge. I'm not investing in it. I'm not hating on it. But let's be realistic. If we're looking at facts and we take emotions and feelings out of it, Doge it has no cap. It has no developers. It has no use case. It started as a joke. Guys. But if you're making money off of it, I'm not hating. Some of you may have bought it in the pennies and now you're making money. Congratulations. God bless. So I'm happy that you're making money. I'm just saying be careful. Very risky. Very risky. And the bottom could be pulled out at any point on Doge. Once again, because nobody developing on it. And anyway, I'll get off my soapbox. Guys, what do you think about this news? Huge news around the institutional XRP inflows. Big news around this lawsuit in the courts siding with Ripple investors here. And man, when a Bitcoin ETF gets approved, more than one, I think, we'll see floodgates open up. Retirement accounts, so many capital sitting on the sideline will be pouring into this asset class. And I'm excited for the future. As always, patience is the key. When in doubt, zoom out, look at the macro level charts. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, share this video, hit the thumbs up button, and I'll talk to you all later.